Hello, my name is Martyr, and this is the indie game of the week, The Secrets of Raetikon. Raetikon is a puzzle exploration game, guys, and it's one of the things that actually got me interested in this game was the fact that its genre is so unique. I haven't seen anything really like this game before. It released April 2014. It was developed and published by Broken Rules. You can get Secrets of Raetikon on Steam for $9.99, or you could stick around to the end of the video and perhaps score it in a different way. Now, in Rætikon, you play a fairly large bird, which is you can see me flying around right there, who for some reason or another has either grown super intelligent or is extremely curious about these ancient ruins in the Alps. The game is very open, guys. You can really approach the puzzles and the overall goal of the game in whatever way you want. It's a beautiful game, and I haven't really seen anything like it, like I said before. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, I'm going to apologize in advance, because if you have any kind of motion sickness, you're probably going to get a little bit nauseated, as this game basically has a heavy focus on flight, real kind of flying physics, and you may get slightly dizzy, and I apologize for that. So let's talk about what you're looking at right here. On the top of the screen, there's a red bar, which is my health. Below that is a blue bar, which is kind of like almost a power-up bar. You collect these blue glowing triangles and orbs, whatever the hell you want to call them. And as you collect more and more blue ones, you gain extra lives, which is what that heart is on top of my health bar. Below that is the number of triangles I possess. And the triangles are kind of what power these strange machinations in machines, like for instance this one right here, and it allows me to kind of will solve the puzzles. I also have this ability to grab onto objects and kind of affect the physics of objects, which is how I kind of smashed through this gate right here that leads me to the next area. And there's quite a bit of different aspects to this game. The overall goal of the game is a bit of a mystery, to be honest with you. You don't know why you're collecting these strange triangle artifacts. You just are, and you don't know what they're going to do. I don't even know why this bird is doing this. There's the blue glowing orb I was talking to you guys about, and there's the white ones. The white ones are how you activate the machines. I need to be very careful here, because those orange thorn looking things can actually kind of harm my bird character here. And I kind of need to fly carefully through here. We also have a puzzle piece here, which is going to be difficult to maneuver through. Oh, dear God. Ow. Ow. Let's see if we can whip out this plant here. And the game has a very strange way that it works thing, guys. For instance, there's other animals in this game, guys. I don't want you to think that my bird friend here is by himself in this universe. There's actually an entire species, if you will. What the hell? There's foxes everywhere. Foxes everywhere. Foxes. Oh my God. Okay, so we're going to drop this on one of them. And we're going to try to figure out how to wake up these foxes. Here's another piece of the puzzle, though. So I'm going to want to grab that and drop it down here. So guys, like I said, there's a lot of things you could do in this game. There's also these Runic rune stones all over the place in this game. And they all have this, they're written in these runes that you kind of start collecting letters to. And you slowly start translating. For instance, E is obviously that weird squiggly line thing. I don't know how to describe it. And you kind of have to start looking at the runes themselves and kind of trying to also decipher them. But you can also kind of look at it in a strange way and kind of see that in a weird way it also kind of deciphers itself. For instance, the L is that word. So that second word right there is lies. I'm going to guess that other word is B. So, it looks like beer, or no, not beer. Let's see if I can see what that letter is. I don't have that particular letter of that first word there, so I can't really tell you what that is. I do know it ends with E-R-E. I'm going to guess anyways. Yeah, E-R-E. Mere lies. You know, I'm going to say it's mere. That's probably an M. So anyways, well, no, because M is that letter. I don't know what that letter is, but anyways, you get the idea. You kind of have to kind of start translating the different runic stones all over the place. And you also click on them, and you also get more life triangles, life orbs, whatever the hell you want to call them. And that'll give you more bonus lives. You can also rip up plants in this game, basically using your grab on ability, and can gain more life. And I have to say that one thing that's very interesting about this game is that while it looks all peaceful and nice right now, it actually does almost have a strange battle system to it all. There is creatures in this game that you will encounter. What the hell? How did I wake up that creature? Hello. Can I just like fly by them? Ah! Ah! Okay, I just have to kind of wake them all up. And Mama's gonna wake up. Hello, giant Mama Fox. You're so pretty. Oh my goodness. And I have to say, one of the things I'm going to comment on about first is that the graphics are just gorgeous in this game, guys. Everything just is so stylized and unique, and it's so serene and pretty looking. The game is very gorgeous, guys. So we walk up all the foxes there, which obviously allows me to kind of pass underneath her tail. I accidentally whapped her in the head there. And collect this letter here, which it looks like I'll be collecting I. It looks like the one is I. And it allows me to move forward into the next puzzle-esque area. And as you can see, there's a large machine here that I have to kind of operate and figure out how to use. There's also the head of a fox here, which I think is for one of the puzzles a little bit later on. We're going to put that a little bit closer to us, a little bit more of an open area. We're going to click on this thing. As you can see, there's just more different kinds of strange letters. I don't know if once you collect all the letters, it starts translating it, or if you really have to go through each letter and translate it yourself. But anyways, let's basically you can kind of shoot your triangles at this machine and start powering it. But as you can see, we're missing about 6 more triangles. So we're going to have to go and find some more before we can completely power this device. I'm also going to click on this thing because, again, it just gives me access to more life orbs. Even though I'm sure all these runic things all have a point. And I'm sure it does tell you the mystery and the secret of this game. And that's what I got to say. It's just a very mysterious, beautiful game, guys. I have no idea what's going on. And I'm enjoying figuring it out as I move along through the game, guys. That was a plant I ripped apart earlier. Let's fly through here. We found another letter, and it looks like we finally found all of our... we found the actual puzzle finally. So we're going to have to go back here and collect these statue pieces one by one. So I beg your pardon while I kind of do this somewhat tedious task. And I will say that in this game, there is quite a bit of backtracking. But to be honest with you, that's okay because the overall environment of the game, it's beautiful, to be honest with you guys. And so I don't really mind all the backtracking that I do in this game. I don't think this goes that way. This goes this way, right? No, wait. Let's see. No, no, no. Drunk bird flying. Okay, so that piece has to be kind of like... Oh, there. I got. Hold on. No. There we go. Hold on. Beautiful. I got it. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that other piece, which we have over here. And usually these puzzles are usually coming about 4 to 5 pieces. I haven't really met any puzzle that was too overly difficult. They're challenging. I'm not going to look at you and tell you the game's easy, especially when you start collecting the actual artifacts which you're after in this game, and you kind of have to deliver them back to your base. And there's somewhat of a base type area, which we'll get to see here in a little bit. Really, that should click. Usually the puzzle pieces kind of click into place, and kind of just, you don't really have to finagle them too much, but right there I had to kind of play with it. The game does feature controller support, guys. I plugged in my controller in. I always love games like this. I've said this 100 times. I'll say it again. My controller immediately started working, so I can imagine that any controller will be supported by this title. Got stuck there on the environment. Apologize for that. So let's go ahead and put this last piece into place. Clickety. And we got a bunch of life orbs for that. And it looks like some sort of strange mechanism has activated. Oh, it's some sort of a strange cave. And that's one thing I have to say, that another thing I like about this game, guys, is it doesn't really hold your hand. You're kind of left to figure out what to do, what these devices are for, really kind of on your own. It really doesn't tell you what's going on or what anything is. And I'm sure the runic decipherings will probably help us figure out what the history and what is going on in the universe of this game. But for the most part, you're kind of left to figure things out by yourself. And I enjoy that quite a bit. Okay, so this was a passage. I've actually been to this part of the game. And I've actually accessed this different part of the game before. So we're actually, we're going to want to go flying this way, actually. Because I need to find more triangles. Oh, you stupid bird. Oh, stupid creature. I hate those things so much. And like I said, there's predators in this game. There's birds. There's different kinds of animals in this game. There's flies. There's deers. You name it. There's just different kinds of creatures in this game. All of whom are kind of intent on killing you. In some form, there's hawks, sparrows, these lemur dick birds, whom I really just don't like at all one bit. And they all, like I said, there is like a bit of a combat system. You can fight other birds in this game. You can be a predator. You can hunt down other animals. And kind of, the way you approach the game, there's very different ways. Like, for instance, let me see if I can get that health orb down there. You can also grab fish out of the ocean here. Oh, good lord, what the heck did I do? They died instantly? Are they dead? Come here! Come here, bird. Oh, they're just dying. I don't know what's going on with them. But they're just dropping dead. And I have to say, I've been playing the game for about 80 minutes now, so I've solved actually about 4 of the puzzles. Leave me alone, you giant bird! Go to hell, bird! I've solved about maybe 4 of the puzzles, collected 4 of the major triangle pieces. And maybe if we're lucky here, we can collect 1 more. There was a bird that was kind of messing with me earlier, so I kind of kicked his ass. And now he's kind of afraid of me. He's bleeding badly, so he's trying to stay the hell away from me. And he's just yapping away, that stupid bird. As you can see, just the environments are very strange looking and unique. We kind of just squeezed through the mouth of that giant hawk there. We also collected another letter here, which is view, which is awesome. You could also kind of infect the ecosystem. And that's kind of one of the selling points of this game. Is depending on your actions, you can be, if you really want to be, almost kind of kind. You can, for instance, this is an egg here. This is a hawk egg. And if I were to find a nest, a hawk nest somewhere around here, you can drop this egg onto the nest and it will hatch. Now, why would you want to do this? I don't really know. But it does give you quite a bit of bountiful life orbs. It just allows you to kind of affect the ecosystem in a very unique way. You can be, I want to say, nice in the game. I think there is a nest. Oh, dear God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. There is a nest right over here. So let's do that right now. Even though the chances are this might screw me over. There we go. We have a hawk there, and he's going to try to attack me because he's a bit of a dick. But you get the idea. You can kind of affect the ecosystem of the creatures around you. Let me see if I can throw that bird on there. Oh, good. Oh, he's hurting the sparrow. Oh, no, and he killed it. But now we collected the hard points. And you can see how just doing different things, affecting different creatures and birds, will change how the game works, guys. We need to find more glowing orbs, though, so we need to explore a little bit more. And I'll talk a little bit more about the game. Like I said, it does feature controller support, which is really awesome, guys. I enjoy it. Ooh, I just ripped a branch off that thing. I don't know why. Does that do anything? Oh, no, okay. There's also another nest there. Is there a cave back there? No, there's not. Like I said, it does feature really realistic physics, obviously, guys. And sometimes I will say that does lead to some somewhat hilarious situations. As oh, I could pull the. Can I pull the tree down? No, I can't. Okay. It will lead to some hilarious situations as your bird kind of smashes into things, or kind of gets stuck in certain environmental hazards. Let's see if we can go more right here. Is there a path here? Yes, there is. You know what? We've been down here before, and I don't really need to go down through this again, but I've kind of already trapped myself through this like a douche. So let's just go through this again. I've already been through this, though. I actually do believe this is how I continue on moving forward and finding out more glowing orbs. And I will say the game is fairly long. I've been playing it, like I said, for about 80 minutes now. Solved about 4 of the puzzles. And there is about, oh dear God, I would say about 12 puzzles. I'm not 100% sure how many puzzles there are total. But there is a fair amount of puzzles to the game. And I'd say maybe about 4 to 6 hours total of gameplay out of this for sure. So we moved on to another area here. There's quite a few predators. As you can see, that lemur's really determined to try to kill me. There's also something way underneath the water there, which I don't know how we get to that. I would love how do we know we get to that. Hold the tick. Let's flap our... Oh, we gotta get these sticks out of the way. That would be helpful. Getting the sticks out of the way would be very helpful to getting to underneath there. Oh god, no! Get away from me, you lemur asshole! Why do you hate me, lemurs? I am just trying to help the forest and solve the secrets of the forest. Why would you try to kill me? I am your friend, lemurs. Oh dear god, they are everywhere in this area and they are all so pissed off. So we're going to go ahead and knock over some of these stones. Oh my, there's quite a bit of hawks in this area. Everything wants to kill me in this freaking area. My goodness. And as you can see, they kind of do kill each other if they're kind of stupid enough. And we can get them to hurt each other. We can kind of just dodge around them, get them to start flying into each other. They're definitely trying to kill me. Okay, we got 2 of them down. Collect a schmut ton of life orbs because of that. Could you get away from me, please? Okay, well, I really want to collect... Ugh. Okay, we're going to have to fly down, gather some speed here. Alright, here we go. We should be able to do this now. Or not. Damn, that's a hard one to get to. Alright. I sure would like the Hawk's charge ability, I have to say. Oh, so close. Okay, so maybe we can try that again. If we can't get it, we'll just... I'll probably get it eventually off camera. Oh, we'll try and get that a little bit later on. But yeah, guys, the graphics are gorgeous. The sounds are really well done, guys. The music, there is music in this game, and it plays occasionally, not all the time, but it is there for you to hear. There's also, like I said, just a lot of different kinds of secrets. Let's see if I can, for instance, ow, you dick! Leave me alone! Okay, you know what? Here, let's do this. Come on. Ow! Come on, smash into me. Come on, I thought you wanted to start stuff. Huh? No, I didn't think so. Oh, there's something up in there. I really want to get it. There we go. We got it. Whoa! We found a grand tapestry of some sorts here. I'm not 100% sure what this is. Ripped out the plant there. This probably has a big explanation of what's going on in the game. Unfortunately, it requires quite a bit of translation, but there's just a lot of different secrets in this game, guys. And that's one of the things I enjoy about this game, is that there's just a lot of mysteries to be solved. It looks like that bird killed himself, though. Sucker. And we have quite a bit of the marks here, so we're actually going to go back, and we're going to see if we can go ahead and solve one of these puzzles here before the end of the video, guys. Like I said, there's lots of puzzles. There's literally different kinds of combat in the game. You could be a predator. You could hunt birds, if you so choose. And there's just a lot of different ways you could play the game, and I really enjoy that about this game. There's also a lot of environmental hazards, which I need to be more careful of, obviously. Let's see, how do I get back here? Where's the, there it is. There is the exit here. Let's fly through here. Derp, derp. There we go. Alright. This is another puzzle right here that I have not... Oh, you know what? This one's pretty close to being activated. So let's go ahead and activate this one. Now we're going to pull this giant switch here, which will activate this strange... Well, you know, let's grab it at a better position. That would probably be helpful. Now that'll activate the giant mechanism. And now there released one of the artifacts, but of course it's in between these giant, deadly, pissed off trees. And we got through, thank God. So let's grab our artifact here. Oh, it's going to take it from us. Can I have my artifact? And this is just one of the many aspects to this game. Guys, oh God! Oh, no, no, no! Oh my God, are you freaking serious? Oh, he's grabbing it now. Great. As if this wasn't difficult enough. Dude, come on, bird. Stop being a jerk. I swear if I could kill you, I would. Why is he jigging it downwards? What is wrong with this bird? What does he hope to attain by being such a jerk? You know what? Let's obviously we're gonna have to kill this bird first before we can do anything. Is he grabbed? Is he done? Is he able to free himself? Doesn't look like. My goodness. Okay, yeah, he's still active. He's still kicking this bird. He got himself free. So let's see if we can grab him. And now that he has that distracted, oh come on! So close. I would like to grab this and fly this back to my base place. Okay, so let's grab this. Come on. Let's just fly very carefully. Or not. Wow, this tree is, I would say, downright evil. Okay, come on. It's gonna... Come on, tree! 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 Why can't you go to hell, tree? Can I grab the branches and move it? So this is obviously just one of the many puzzles in this game, guys. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to go back to base, and I will show you the base before we wrap up this video here, guys. So at least you can see what I'm talking about. You grab those triangles. Obviously, some of them are harder to grab than others. You have to take it all the way back here, facing all kinds of different kinds of predators. Hawks, birds, lemurs. Oh, for God's sakes. As you can see, it's just not easy to say the friggin' least. And once you grab your artifact, you take it all the way through here. Again, fighting different kinds of predators. There's just a lot. And it can be honest, it can be a little bit frustrating. That aspect to the game. But it's also what gives the game its length. And it was done kind of on purpose. And you can, like I said, you can defeat the predators. You can kind of get rid of them, I should say. Get them out of your way so that way it's a little bit easier on you to do that. Let's see if I can figure out my way back to base here. Where am I? That would be a good question to ask. I got a little bit lost. Like I said, guys, there's a huge exploration part to this game, guys. And the game is rather large, to say the least. You know what? I think that's not how I go. Forward. There it is. There's the exit. That's what I was looking for. I did find a letter there. And there's, like I said, guys, the beautiful part about this game is there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot to explore. It can be rather frustrating to deal with the different predators and everything trying to screw you over, as you can see, as you saw. And every time you get hit, that's another aspect to the game. It's a little bit frustrating. Every time you get hit, you drop whatever it is you were holding. And it just seems like everything wants to kind of mess with you. But, you know, it's still a beautiful game, guys. And like I said, I haven't seen many games like it. It's unique. It's different. It's a very interesting way of doing a puzzle game. I think I went the wrong way. Yes, I did. Is this the way I came? No, it's not. This is the hub area, guys. This is where you take all of your triangles back to. And like I said, as you can see, I've done already some of them. It looks like I have about 3 more to go from varying different places. Probably the fox statue, the swamp one that you saw. You take them back here. It activates this sort of strange mechanism, and who knows what happens when you activate them all. I have no idea what happens, to be honest with you guys. The game does feature also a lot of Steam goodness. You have your achievements, all that good stuff. It also has a level editor, and you can create your own custom levels that you can upload to the Steam workshop and share with other people. So potentially after you beat the main campaign, which is again only about 4 to 6 hours, you can make your own levels or maybe future DLC that the Broken Rules puts out. it has a lot of replay value here, guys. So to wrap up, guys, Rætikon, it really lets you soar. You feel the trees, you feel the forest, the animals, and the dangers. It's almost vivid. It's wondrous and a mystery that I cannot wait to solve. With little to no bugs or problems in control, the game is equally as beautiful as it is well designed. Yes, there's quite a bit of backtracking, and other animals can be serious dicks, but I think that's the point. I highly recommend this game, guys, especially if you're a fan of indie games or just games in general. It's a unique game. It's very interesting, and like I said, I just haven't really seen other games like it. With the built-in level editor and the Steam Workshop integration, you have the base campaign and possible dozens of sequels from fans or maybe future DLC. It's a great game. And here's the best part, guys. I am giving away a copy of this amazing title. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment about your favorite indie game down below, guys, and you can possibly own this game. Look for further details about the giveaway in the description below, guys. Big thanks to the developer for a chance to review this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this has been the Indie Game of the Week, Secrets of Raetikon.